Welcome back. So we're going to start digital media learning. So first we're going to be going off of Adobe programs. So if you've ever heard of Photoshop, Premiere Pro, all of that stuff, that's all Adobe Creative Cloud. And it's also, they've had it for a while now, like 30 years, Photoshop. And before 2011, it was much harder but easier to receive these products. Like now you have to pay $20.99 a month for each Adobe app, where back before 2011 you paid say $1,000 per app and you got it forever. Like, you ever got like a game or something and that you paid for and you got it forever? That's how that worked. It was on a little DVD like this. So anyway, so there's going to be two types of Adobe programs that I mention within the Adobe program. CS something like CS6 is probably what I'm going to go with most. CS6 is Creative Suite. That was when you paid $1,000 for the software. Creative Cloud is the new version where you have to pay a subscription only, and that's how that works. So when I say Creative Cloud, I mean the subscription based. I mean one-time pay. When I say Creative Suite based, that's one-time payment based. Just so you know, when I'm teaching you these softwares. So anyway, let's get right into it. So right here on my screen we have just my desktop. It's Mac, so we're gonna go up to my Creative Cloud. That's the subscription based. Then here are all the apps that they have to offer. So there's all kinds of software you can get from from Adobe, and Creative Cloud's not the only software they have. They also have Document Cloud, which is like PDF related, and Experience Cloud, which I'm going to do some more research into. So you can see Premiere Pro, After Effects, Photoshop. So today we're gonna just explain Creative Cloud and Photoshop, and how actually all the software we'll explain in one video. So Photoshop, we're gonna go over that first. Now, if you haven't heard of Photoshop, I'm surprised, because literally everybody knows about this software. It is a photo editing and manipulation program, and it's been around for 30 years now. It's advanced a lot since then. As you can see right now, I have Adobe Photoshop's Creative Cloud 2019 on here. I have 2019 and not 2020 on here because of a bug issue with my system. So I just use 2019 and it's good. And so let's open up the program. Gotta let it load, because it does take a little while to load, but it's a big app. So alright, now we'll start by making a new document and just show you like basic stuff. So let's go. There's all kinds of presets with new documents. Say you're trying to make something for video, you go to Film and Video presets, and you got HD TV 1080p, 1920 by 1080 pixels, and 72 pixels per inch. That is any standard screen that you have. Like my monitor and many other like displays have a resolution of 1920 by 1080. So therefore, and therefore you're gonna need that for that specific function. Say, oh, you're with the news company and you need to make like a graphic for the show. On cable, you have the 1920 by 1080 preset and resolution. So let's just call this I'll just call it video. Alright, so I have that annoying extension. Just close that. So I'm with a class, so that's like what we use for practice testing. And I'm actually certified using Adobe Photoshop, so therefore I know how to. Therefore I have a lot of experience in it. I'm not teaching you like from just where I know like stuff where I'm learning with the video. Like, no, I'm teaching you what I know. So you got basic tools here. You can actually change your workspace. You got essentials, graphic and web, photography, painting, motion, and 3D. 3D I would not recommend for the weakest of computers that don't have good graphics cards or RAM. So therefore I don't use it actually. And you can make workspaces too, so you can even customize your own. So that is always a good thing. I do that sometimes. And you got a bunch of panels here. It's a liquid workspace, unlike Creative Suite 5 Extended, where it was like multiple windows. Like, I'll show you what we got here. Like, it was literally like this, like unorganized like this. Toolbar was like that. So we don't want that. If we want to fix it, just go to Reset Essentials. Okay, now this will just have to put that back. Alright, and then you could zoom in and out with your mouse wheel. You hold Alt or Option. Option's on a Mac. Alt is on a PC or any other device that you're using. But this is only supported on Windows and Mac, this software. So that's the downside to it. It would be much better if it was supported on all platforms like Chrome OS and all. And I mean, they have it on iPad, so that's good for mobile creations, but it's all cloud-based for that. So therefore, I don't like to use it too much because my cloud storage I try to save for school and all that for when I'm working with stuff at school. So therefore, I do save everything to my disk. All right. Anyway, why don't we open up a picture? Alright, so I have a whole bunch of Photoshop projects that I've got. So let's go ahead and pick this one I was working on last year when I started Photoshop. I started this project the day after I took the certification test and I passed. So I was so proud of myself. I just made this because I don't know why. But anyway, you got this man eating Lucky Charms with Coca-Cola. I wouldn't recommend that, but do what you want. So I have a little lizard on top of a police car. It's a local police car that I just took a picture of and manipulated it to where it looked like a Russian police car. I don't know what was with me. Oh, look at that. That's where I was, had my tracksuit on, my Adidas one. Oh, don't mind this guy. He's just a silly guy that I got from a video game. So anyway, and notice all these layers here? That's always good to do layers because and you have to do layers with Photoshop if it's non-destructive. See, we got all these layers. See, I have myself. I don't know why I have the layer. I haven't opened this in months. Ever since before the COVID-19 outbreak happened, I haven't opened this since. So I'm aware it's a pandemic. I'm just trying not to say that too much because I know I make people go crazy over this. So I'm trying not to say that too much. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is. None of these are stock pictures, so I may get copyrighted for these pictures like it did with all my other funny stuff that I've made. So, if they did, well, they didn't, they only copyrighted me for the videos parts, like, but still, I'm going to teach you about that, copyright, and that kind of stuff. But I'm going to just do a quick little overview of how Photoshop works. So, it's just a self-explanatory. It is an art software that you can use with a drawing tablet, and you can paint with that software. Here, look, I even have my drawing tablet right here. I use it a lot when I'm doing anything on here that involves like a paintbrush or anything. And it's also good for photo edits and like moving, and just it's a creative software. You're supposed to be creative with it. So as you can see, this isn't too creative. It's just selections, put it in there, and then that's that. Name the layers. So it's not really that good of a thing, but here. Now see, with this you could paint and whatnot. It's lagging a little bit because it's just not I don't let it. The preferences don't let it go above a certain level of RAM that I use. So anyway, now you know, it's just a art software that you can also make pictures with. Now there is a video version that you can use called After Effects, but I wouldn't recommend it if you don't have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, because it eats RAM. Like, you ever been so hungry that you just eat an entire cheeseburger or something like that quickly? That's how After Effects is towards RAM. It eats it. So, I don't use it too much. Anyway, that's Photoshop. And Creative Cloud, it's just the hub where you get all your stuff from. And there's really no way to get a free version of this at all. The free trial lasts 7 days, and then but you have to put your credit card, debit card information in. So they don't let you do like the free trials where you just, like on mobile devices, where you just, you know what I mean, like where you go pay for an app or go get a free trial, then don't buy the full version. So that's how this works. And yeah, I have all these, and I'll explain the other software by video. Creative Cloud and Photoshop I just did by what people know most of, like people who aren't in digital media and don't know much about this. So that's just basic. I'll teach you about Premiere Pro in the next video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.